We're here today because I'm announcing that I'm supporting Kurt Schneider for Sheriff of Ashland County. I'm doing this for many reasons. He has the intelligence, the knowledge, the demonstrated ability, and desire to perform all the functions of this office. He's worked for a couple years actually preparing to get into this office. He sought all the information to prepare himself for this. Through records requests on every kind of paper you could ask for that we do in our agency. He's really worked hard to try to prepare himself and gain the knowledge about the agency. He's requested records for budget information, studied the 311 section of the revised code that covers the office of sheriff. He's extremely familiar with jail operations by examining the inmate handbooks that we use back there, our policy procedure manuals. Every aspect that he can gain knowledge of how we operate, because a lot of that stuff changes, and you got to stay up to date on it. The biggest mandate that we have in our facility, in our office, is our jail. That's a mandate that we have to run that jail, and that's what we do, and we do it very well. To my knowledge, he's the only candidate to actively request any information relating to this agency. He started his career at the sheriff's office working as a special. He was hired as a full-time deputy and worked both on the road and in the jail. The jail is a very important part of the sheriff's office. We're the only jail in Ashland County. We hold prisoners for all law enforcement agencies. It's extremely important to know the functions and responsibilities of jail division. Kurt has worked as a deputy in Corrections Division, so he's been exposed to the day-to-day functions of the jail. Kurt was extremely aggressive as a patrol deputy. He was very comfortable performing enforcement functions. His cases were submitted accurately and precisely. He worked with and as a detective in the Bureau on a lot of different cases. He's committed to ensuring our 911 system continues to function at a high level, and he will work diligently to resolve the transfer issue. I believe Kurt will strive to excel in the function of the office of the Ashland County Sheriff. His desire is not to change the world as it relates to the agency, but to assume this office and continue to build on, support, and even improve upon the great work performance performed by the employees each and every day. Please join me in supporting and electing Kurt Schneider to be the next sheriff of Ashland County. Thank you very much. And with that, I know I probably rambled a little bit on some of that stuff, but that's stuff that's important to me. And what the community needs to understand, this just isn't a building with a few cops running around. This is a very intense place to work. There's a lot of moving parts on it. A lot of lives are at stake based on how well we function in this community. We have to be the best at what we do every day. We can't be wrong one time. We gotta always be right. And with that, Kurt, where you at? Come on up. There you go, buddy.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Yep.
I'm just going to say a few brief words, but first I'd like to introduce a lot of folks who have come here today to support this, who have been very supportive of the Office of the Sheriff for decades. And what you see behind me represents hundreds of years, decades of professionals who have worked in the agency, who have continually always upheld our Constitution and kept our families safe in this county, and also have been very proactive in supporting the office as business folks, who are also an instrumental part of the safety of our county and how we flourish and keep track of and keep our families safe and keep things moving forward in a positive direction. So I'd just like to introduce these folks. Chief Deputy Retired Roger Martin, Zach Seidel, owner and operator of A&M Business, retired Sheriff Dane Howard from Huron County, Mr. Mike Albers, local business owner here in town of Borit, Mr. Nick McCurry, owner of Ohio Battery, retired Chief Deputy Carl Reichert from the Ashland County Sheriff's Office, my beautiful wife, Candace, who's also still a deputy at the Sheriff's Office, Mr. Jim Barrell, owner of Alter Protection Services, a fire protection company here local in the county, a retired Sheriff Mike Hetzel from Wyandotte County, retired Sheriff Larry Overholt from Ashland County, and finally Mr. Sam Pry, owner of Linder's Business here in the city. So it's humbling to have so many friends, folks, colleagues here who are supporting our sheriff's office and supporting the idea that we will always continue to uphold your rights and keep your family safe at all costs. I have an unwavering commitment to that, to you folks here in the county, to ensure that our sheriff's office operates at the highest level of effectiveness and efficiency in the county, and we will do so in a manner that is consistent with our conservative values, and ensuring that you get immediate, effective, and professional response for your call for help. It is an honor, beyond words, to express how grateful I am to Sheriff Risner and all of these folks to have the confidence and trust in me to continue leading our sheriff's office by placing others' advancement before the advancement of myself, and continue to uphold our conservative values here in the county and keep our folks safe. My commitment is very clear. I will uphold our Constitution and keep your family safe unwaveringly. I will also continue to ensure that the sheriff's office is a beacon of trust for everyone who lives in, works in, travels through, and visits this county. And above all, I want to ensure you that your families will remain safe, and I will ensure that that happens with every last breath in my body as long as I hold office. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for showing up today to show your support for me and the office of the sheriff, and I hope that we can continue to work together and have dialogue and commitment to keeping our people safe here in the community with a great, astounding amount of unity. So again, thank you very much for coming today, and I appreciate your attendance and your attention. Thank you.
You have Keith Bowles back here.
Oh yeah, Mr. Keith Bowles. He wants to stand by the sheriff back there today, but Mr. Keith Bowles here, a local business owner. So again, I thank the American Legion for allowing us to host this here today and have a great conversation and some dialogue and explain to you exactly what the sheriff's office stands for our county. So thank you.